the stages of the path. Page 5. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Page 6. Refuge of all sentient beings without exception, divine subjugator of terrifying Maras, together with their hosts of demons, the one who understands all realities without exception exactly as they are, transcend and conquer together with your disciples. Please come here to this place. Seven. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the four continents, and the sun and moon. As a Buddha field, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fields. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate.
我所学不觉就现了多种日后那些年的年报，上界现了那个啊，个梦到现了就我退休，讲着就见要我。接着也跟前说也给我情节打开介绍，当街左边长久前部。
And please turn to page 11. Namo, to the Lama of utterly pure appearance and existence, I offer the fundamental ground of appearance and existence. I supplicate you to thoroughly liberate the three realms. Please grant your blessings and overturn the depths of samsara. Sublime Master, wish-fulfilling jewel, crown ornament, the inconceivable, inexpressible mind of the victorious ones, the one endowed with the five wisdoms of omniscience, gracious one, the embodiment of love, precious protector of beings, I supplicate you from within the essence of mind. Please grant your blessings from within the innate nature. Please bless me that I may realize the Dharmakaya that is beyond intellect, this primordially unborn, completely pure mind. Transcendent conqueror, the one thus gone, foe destroyer of afflictive emotions, completely perfected Buddha, endowed with logic and virtue, and the one gone to bliss, knower of the world, captain, tamer of beings, the unexcelled teacher of gods and men. I respectfully prostrate, completely touching my head to the stainless feet of the unequaled Shakya king. At the time of your birth, leader of two-legged beings, taking 7 steps on this great earth, you proclaimed, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, even then, I prostrate. Possessing a body of complete purity, your sublime form is excellent. An ocean of primordial wisdom, you are like a golden mountain, one whose renown is evident throughout the three worlds, protector of supreme attainment. To you I prostrate. To you who are endowed with the supreme marks, whose face is like an immaculate moon, to you, the one with a complexion like gold, I prostrate. A flawless one, such as you, among the three levels of existence, is most exquisite. Unparalleled, omniscient one, to you I prostrate. Supreme among humans, captain of those to be tamed, the one thus gone who severs the all-binding fetters, who with senses pacified is utterly pacified and skilled in peace. To that one, the one who dwelled at Shravasti, I prostrate. Refuge endowed with great compassion, totally omniscient one who indicates the way, ground basis for oceans of merit and qualities, I prostrate to the one thus gone, the pure cause free from attachments, the virtue that liberates from the lower realms, the altogether supreme ultimate truth, to the pacifying Dharma I prostrate. Having been liberated, they also reveal the path to liberation. Thoroughly respectful of the three higher trainings, they are a field of sublime qualities. To the Sangha, I also prostrate. And then we can flip back to page 9 for the Tibetan.
semye jengane sarvande chunye jengande jenje lo samdone jime namdande
Halode chuku
dobare jenje lo jon dende dejen yeba Ada jamba yanda bara zobe sanje rigba dan xiaosen denba devare yeba jeden chenba anjiven dewa galo jowa lana meba lada me namje Domba nyame xiao jie jarbo xiao jie de zhema me ba la ango wo ra de do de ge ye chang za lo gang ze gang nie zu wo jiu dang ze de lai gong bai du ho re ne nga ne jie dan de nan jiu jie song an te zhen ke bai jie lai chang ze lo nang da gong an jiu de su zang wo yi xie jian zuo zi jie lun bu zhao zhao bai jie dan song na lang ye wo gong bo jiu ni jie lai chang ze lo cen jiu den ba zhi mian de yi xie Sen duan da wai jie lai chang ze lo de jie chu de se ba song nan zi Nya mian qian qian jie lai chang ze lo men jiu du wa ka lo jun zi jian gun jiu ran jian wai jun zi ti yin nie hong bo ye dan ye 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 lan ge nie yo xiu ba de lai chang ze lo gong bo tu jie jie dan ba an tam jie jian bie dong bo bo song na yang de jiang zu xin ti jin ye lai chang ze lo ta bian duo jia ji wei ju ge wei nian song le de xian jie de dong dan jiu jiu ro wa Chu lai chang ze lo to ne to re long yang dong la ba da la ra de ge xian ge tang ba yuan den jie gen de la yang chang ze lo
And then page 15. I prostrate to the youthful Manjushri, to those in the worlds of the 10 directions, however many there are, all the lions among humans who appear during the 3 times, to all of them without exception, I pay homage with respectful body, speech, and mind. The force of my aspiration prayer for excellent conduct brings all the victorious ones directly to mind. Bowing down with bodies as numerous as atoms in the realms, I prostrate to all the victorious ones. Single atom, there are Buddhas as numerous as atoms, each residing in the midst of their sons and daughters. Like that, I imagine the whole Dharma Dhatu completely filled with victorious ones. To those with oceans of inexhaustible, praiseworthy qualities, with sounds containing oceans of tones of melodic speech, I express the qualities of all the victorious ones. I praise all the Sugatas, with the finest flowers, the finest garlands, music, ointment, supreme parasols, supreme lamps, and the finest incense. I make offerings to the victorious ones, with the finest cloths, supreme scents, and fine powders equal to Mount Meru. all displayed in supreme and magnificent ways, I make offerings to those victorious ones. With vast and unsurpassable offerings, I venerate all the victorious ones. Through the power of faith and excellent conduct, I prostrate and offer to the victorious ones. Whatever negative actions I have performed with body, speech, and also mind, overpowered by desire, aggression, and stupidity, I confess each and every one of them. I rejoice in everyone's merit, the victorious ones of the 10 directions, the Bodhisattvas, the Pratyeka Buddhas, those in training, those beyond training, and all beings. I request the protectors, the lamps of the worlds of the 10 directions, who, passing through the stages of awakening, attain Buddhahood beyond attachment, to turn the unsurpassable Dharma wheel. I supplicate with my palms joined together those who intend to demonstrate nirvana, to remain for kalpas as numerous as atoms in the realms, for the welfare and happiness of all beings. I dedicate whatever slight virtue is accumulated through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, requesting, and supplicating to enlightenment. What's that?
Page 16.
Oh, okay. So then we'll flip to page 16. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma, of the two vehicles and their combination, according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Samje namje samba dang loye jeda wa je jon de mo de gua ye chu je ko lo go le so dong ge do je jiang je re song zhong xian jie me do du jie bong zhong bo si jie lung bo do wu le jie wei xiang jie jie bei xiao la ge jiao zi zhe me wo zi le tou jie jing gu de mo de xie jing wu jie dao wa tam jie se wa gu jian jie 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 nian men de gong ren jian ge chang zi hu mi xue jie yang jie po zhang Tisum sanje gunje ngo ni rasam ju gung ngo sum tong de be za ve la me xiao la ge jiao zi kang da chou chou dong ken jie dian na de xie long ma jiu wa kang so da tang de dong be jue jian xiao ran sen pa ran du wa tam jin de ye xie na ma le ya la ye ge da lu da de jie ge zhong da da me ge nam ne du wa gun jie de ge jie zong ba tam jie ge de da ge ju den do Good morning. Tene da tere dan zamling scenario particular matsama la nga zo chupo ndo ji ndo yores chupo imba la ga yores.
Okay. Everyone in the world likes to be rich.
Tene 다 지나랑 삼수시나 디 리치스야 디게 가르치고 올세나 지다 저 베하요나 되네 가 지보 용그레 삼바지 게다 줌센레 때네 되네 데 고추분도 요레스
And in his opinion, he says he thinks that the reason why everyone wants to be rich is because there's this idea that if I can get a lot of money, then I'll be happy.
샤테티인데 원에 삼모당비나 가서 참 리친사레스.
But if we really think about it, we are all very rich.
디니 당가서 리친바텔라 코디스지 가와당 저지고 사레스.
And since we're rich, we should be happy and delighted or joyful.
디니 다조 당기 공티원나 이레 직 리치스야 데이터 돈다데 고 단다 직 superficial way somno tambina 다직 축고지디 다 배향만 요반다 오지 리티네 양 디게 잡중 갈라고 할서나 되네 다직 기보 용거리 내오 용거리 삼베게 돈에 리치 차디 리치 고고 요르와 이네 양다 디기 치번 용문에 게 지금은 배샤 가시 유와 특zam제 단기 콘도반라고 당 코란게 레반라고데 배샤 mambo 요나 되네 데바토 그레 삼바제 요레 디나야 고양 오네 겐 도바트나이 고 루비아 랑란토라 배샤 요비나야 배샤 티게 지 룰레 데와당 셈레 데와지 티토부요 마레스
Okay. And so, from the superficial perspective, so we think that, that money will bring us happiness, and so therefore we make an effort to make money. But no matter how much money we make, there's this thought that the more we make, the more, we will be, the more happiness it will provide. But in reality, when no matter how much money, if we're really thinking that the money is the source of our happiness, then it doesn't matter how much we acquire, it cannot provide mental and physical happiness, or it can't make us happy in body and mind.
어데 틴디 인도 다 삼노 약보 땅비나 ngazu nyamle 다 갈세 거지 야보지 집이나 되네 디 냠len 집에게 다 드베틀라 갈세나요 룰레야 대지 요와당 되네 샘라야 대진 중고요레스
And if we really consider it or contemplate it, what can really provide that happiness is spiritual practice. So if we really practice, the fruit or the result of our practice is that there is well-being and like bliss or happiness that comes physically, and also there is well-being and happiness that comes mentally or to the mind.
어데 티인도 단당가도다 지 배야 요나리 weather 배야 미나리 강다리야 나도 냠래 지와 들레되는 내 단기 휴가 나기리 나도 추고 차도 요래 좀 생각할세나 나도 추치비 좀 생들레되네 되네 룰리야 대신 중고 요래 나도 미유 들어와다 고리 차야라 고지고 다 배야 요나 나 대고 용그리 지고 용그리 삼그라 왔다 이나야 expecting or not expecting 가르나 그 대신 중고 요래 된디 좀 생각되네 다 나도 리치 차도 요래스
And so even if
reality,
even if we don't have any money,
or money,
if we have it or we don't have it, in dependence upon our practice, or when we practice, this is really practice that makes us rich, because in dependence upon the Dharma, then what we're looking for, that happiness of body and mind, comes from Dharma practice. And it comes whether we're expecting it or not. If we practice, that will be the result. And so actually we're very rich, and so we can be we're rich in practice, so therefore we can really have a sense of gratitude and rejoicing in that.
그 대치디 다 즉 추치발에 때네 리셈님의 대신 중국 요와데 다그 뇽시직 마도 베게 망보 휴제게 다 들라 냠나 지기요 말이스.
Munshi? Oh yeah, okay. And so it's really the Dharma that brings us this happiness and well-being, both in body and mind, and that's really, what signifies, or that's kind of the real result of the Dharma. Other things like clairvoyance or special powers, that actually isn't. Sorry, that was not what he said. View?
Few.
Okay. So oh, sorry, I misunderstood the word for few for clairvoyance. So there are like actually very few people who have the fortune to practice Dharma in this way.
Kadang zambaling la tawi na tanda ta ngone hasa hena chaw hiu yores ti hena chaw de karchana ji rang je bar zimba hen la chamba mewa ningje mewa ji sem ki kis da tere sem ki nyamlem mewe ki jumsan tele tene ta ji chi ki bonjour chi ki bena ji karse gota ngaje oda tindile tene da ngone zambale ngone hansaya ke ji hena chawo da tga na ji kita ji changlen de ba ji kita samji mi cha we ke ko dungye nyang de yores tindinge nga chonda we na ta chunyamlen chinge fiu no nyuri go jum san teris nga chon majori chi yo maris.
Okay, so dini di zambal shenang sabo dinda di chilo la dinda zambaling la sata shenang sabo yimba. So it's a scary world out there because
we look at this in the world, so really is the scary, and also they're very dangerous. So I think this destroy, the earth, and not only that, so they destroy wealth and the human beings, life. So
quality of life.
Because that's why, so majority is not a Dharma practice. They don't have the compassion, love, and care others. They only focus their, wealth, but really not get the wealth, They want to power, but they not that way, not get the power. But so maybe their wish, happy, wealth, money, but really they get is opposite, their difficulties, sufferings. So because of Theravada, lacking of the Nyamnantaris.
And that's because they don't have a spiritual practice. They don't have the Dharma.
Oda tindi indu tiga nangi ke da nga zo ji yang sam samo tangre zambaling di gangla samo tangya tindi yore da ji chu ro chi bi na ta pen do khande yo na sam ge yore da ji chu ro chi study practice nyamne che ala ta tu chu mong bo tang bi na yang ko ji tele pe kha do pe ching yo marwa lekando marwa timedita khande ina sambando ji yores ji mata ma chi bi ngola
Matak machi mula kare.
Te mata machi bi ngola tindo ji yores. Pena beha rawo te giwa mare te.
So, and then, if we, like also on the other hand, if we don't really investigate deeply and we kind of like look at the ways of the world and then we look at, Dharma practice and sort of weigh the benefits, and we see that if we study and practice, there's a lot of, the more we put our energy into it, that it takes a lot of time. And, it doesn't make you any money. So without kind of looking very deeply, it looks...
Yeah, so some people we may kind of like miss the, understanding or whatever. So the few people thinking, oh, I spend this, time for the practice, some maybe mistakes, or I didn't get money, nobody pay me. I use like, 2 hours or, practice, but nobody pay me. Maybe I got just something, get a job, I something pay, so that's beneficial. But actually, you really not lose. There is pay, higher pay you get, So I said we have get the paycheck. So also the purpose, okay, maybe we are for the body, right? For the benefit myself, because they use I work hard. Reason is pay. Why you need to pay? Maybe you what called the well-being. This they will use chito latine. The legal yore. They will use chito latine. Pehasagiyores.
So, for your own like happiness or well-being, you work and make money.
Are tindu tanda superficial tila tine chik tini zamsigirwa ina ya tondala chorang ngone tane chorang ti be
So when that's seen, in a superficial way, that's kind of how it appears, that's like where real happiness or well-being comes from, is like, material wealth and making an effort and those things that will bring you material wealth. But really, in truth, true happiness really comes from practice, from spiritual practice.
Mm-hmm. So I said this, you really get the pay, paycheck. So you can pay that paycheck, you can keep, long time. So otherwise you can regular pay. So maybe some people, first week you can get pay and next week you already spend, or gone, So mostly, but you have paid the bills. So just you monthly you work and then you can pay monthly pay, maybe not much, lot. But I said done my practice, so you pay, you get the pay. So this money, okay, whatever sort of money, example, okay, whatever, you not lose. So this kind of like, or wealth, whatever you get, so this like increasing and until, achieve enlightenment. So that's why we can really have to understand how value, how important is the Dharma practice.
Is everybody understanding that? Yeah, okay.
Okay, you get clarification, okay? You see
Okay.
that, so.
Well, he was just saying that the money that we, or kind of money, or what they get, the metaphorical money that we get from Dharma practice, it never diminishes. From now, it's not like ordinary money that we spend it and then it's gone. It's more like it continues and even increases from now until awakening.
And also, I said the body. So why I said the body? So if you really need to good health, the energy, really you get through the practice. Particularly you get energy, your strength from the practice. So this kind of world, this kind of energy, strength, you not get. You can maybe also, no matter your special practice, or you get something, or I don't know, expensive vitamins, whatever, you not get. Or something treatment you can pay a lot of expensive thing you not get. Only is through the practice dharma. So the reason is I saying is sometimes if you have experience, probably you understand. Maybe you don't much practice, then sometimes difficult to believe. Or maybe yes or no. But look at the history, like also Buddha. And so through the practice, how much they get energy, they no need food. So we cannot stay, without food one day, So Buddha did almost 6 years. There's no issue, And also these all many practitioners. So this like many years, there's no need food, And same thing. And also practitioners, there's no need clothes,
Clothes.
So no matter how cold weather, and also this kind of like how amazing, Dharma practice. So the practitioners, they said like mountain, in the valley they stay, one person or practice whatever Dhamma practice, kind of warm up for valley,
So some practitioners who meditate like in mountain
they melt
valleys.
the snows, So how much power? We can't kind of measure, So but otherwise, no matter you can like one side you can make fire, a lot of fire, but maybe this round like a bed, maybe warm, But even though we said this, maybe to make fire. But maybe friend, facing to fire, maybe warm, but your back is still cold, Even to put fire, so more than like real fire. 어디 들어가나 이게 맞지 곰잡이기 좀세 어디 들어로 섬노 땅비나 지가 소디 가서고다 디스가 저 ordinary 그 루율인 데데와지 차디오레스 베나데 칸디 용구요 같은 누파지 요라와 누파든 가서 ordinarily 오다 딘디지 요리 책인 딘디지 요리 초랑베 칼라사 마고비 누판딘디지 요리 때네 제 돌로 공마고야 그 누판딘디지 요리 대가나 이 코란 초랑베 룰 블레스 딘디 요리 딘디지 요스는 티가 정말이 다 ordinary 게고 제 explanation 치 마토야 그 누파딘 요리스
So with meditation, it's really not like other ordinary things. It's really beyond like concept. It's really inconceivable. So, we can't like sort of measure it out in a kind of typical way and say, oh, like for instance, the power of not needing to eat food happens like this and kind of it comes in this way, or, not the needing to wear clothing is kind of like this, or, the bliss arises like this. It's really beyond what we can conceive of these things.
Yeah, kind of beyond, we cannot explain these kind of like. So actually everything is like beyond, for what call this cyclic existence, right?
It's like transcends the things of this world. It's beyond what we're familiar with in ordinary cyclic existence.
That 대가리 대가나 이게 당가서 individual 게 뇽몬바 요래 지 뇽몬바서야 될 때에 지다 조 뇽몬바들라 차당 조 체월이다 딘리게 토네 차당 디기 젠치네 드네 당이 공티가 나기는 잠벌레 마자기 요래 세고리 또 요래 때문에 individually 지 차당 유베게 좀 젠들 때에 드네 지 땅가서 까냐 뭐지 뒤용구요레스.
And then on an individual level, we have, we're afflicted by, the disturbing emotions or the afflictions. And so because of that, our mind is always split between either attachment or aversion. And all of the faults in this world really stem from that. That's why there's war, that's why people kill each other. And then on an individual level too, so like on a global collective level and on an individual level too, our mind of attachment and aversion gives us a lot of difficulty, a lot of suffering.
다 대양한테네 당가 마잡네 오 코코니 다지 요레스 다네 세긴 스탠드 맘잡이 요레 이나양코 파길라 파르조 미시 토부 요레 강바 디스트로이 치 토부 요레 이나양코 강사 파기기 유들라 코키 차단데 매와서 토부 요 말와.
And so, we can go to war and we can defeat our enemies and we can, throw bombs and, destroy houses and kill enemies. And so we can destroy a lot in that way, but we can't destroy the attachment and aversion, we can destroy our enemies, but we can't destroy the attachment and aversion in our enemies' minds. Thank you. Or our minds, for that matter, if we do that.
땅원에 직 냠래 sincerely 냠래 치위나 되네 직 디게 누파디 단담 밤 트솔리 되네 효체 요레스 디게 누파디게 직 현이나리 라이나리 직 오네 직 차당게 똑바데 갈래 뇨론도야 땅원이 리아 에니미 가르쳐도 요르세나 차당 팀 말이야. 차당 대양 현게 차당 말이 랑 차당으로 랑 차당도 고 갈래 주념내지나 고 차당디야 누토비아 되는 용그레스 되니다 주세요 간다 침보래.
But so actually, Dharma practice is so much more powerful than bombs, because that is the only thing that can really get to and destroy the mind of attachment and aversion. So as we practice, then the intensity of our afflictions becomes less and less. As we practice, the mind of like discursive confusion becomes less and less. And, it isn't that, we can pacify necessarily the attachment and aversion in the minds of others, but we can destroy our own attachment and aversion.
다 대양한테네 다가 저기 줄라테네 지 가세거래 다 곰냠래치 라드 말이다 곰냠래게 누파 칸디지 요르삼이나 테네 누파도 섬지메 샤버레스 대인도 배나 차샤위나 저런 깔마 찍는다고 지글 배나 테네 지 심발로로 세나리 고지 샘크랑 이인다고지 티강라마 샤위나 현게 차당 왕도 만들어봐. 뒤 니판으로 삼 땅비나 되네 삼지메 샤버레스.
신기 그래. 차랑 뭔가.
이제 차당 왕도 만들어봐.
And so when we meditate, when we practice, we can really see, how powerful it really is and how it immediately can affect our own mind stream. It's really incredible, actually. Even if we meditate just for like a few minutes, the mind and body can become relaxed. If we relax the mind, if we allow the mind to naturally settle, then there's already, just in a few minutes, a diminishing of, the tendency to kind of fall completely under the power of attachment, the mind of attachment and aversion.
어다 뒤인데 딘디제게 누판로지 루산이 볼 홀로요기 땅에 찌나 루라 카리어스나 저당가도다 지 자당 롱당 다 들레라서 봐 딘디요레 Tindu Chita, Nupanda or Jatan, Tin Nupatella, Karsena, Belabgudua, Penazatan, Long Siada, Chikmune, Shipta Pasamo Tamina, Chanlin de Baji Yorwa. Chanlin de Bayores. Tin Nupati, Kapto energy in Doji, Nupata, treat of Yak Nupate, Karing Morsina, Simple root in it, Chiba ticket in it, treat of Yores.
And so based on this power which affects or pervades both body and mind is also due to like the power also that happens on the level of the channels, winds, and drops. And so if we really, think about the practices of, like these subtle body practices of channels, winds, and drops, it's really like they're limitless. Gare dangle depa gare de. Dangle depa gare de.
Chanlin de Bayor, but then some Dordi Lamna, Tanga Yorwa, and Dort, Jachembuchi, Zainari, Longinari, Nupati Yorwa.
So like there's like a limitless network of channels, winds, and drops, so, like in the body. But kind of the overall experience, for instance, the power that comes on that level, that subtle body level, even just through like moments of meditation, and is that it can really pervade the body and mind and bring that sense of like peace or relaxation physically and mentally.
That in I think this good example, China Tana Terwa, Ta Carso Internet no down. Tazobeda Taco, pervasive Lamson Yungu Yori, Nupacha Yori, Paul Laviato, Laviata, and Ramada Koran by Yorwa. Telako, some Jimacha on Rojirwa. Yina young Natuchi Supuk functioning, Chiaji Yorwa. Narazana, Tini compare Chitu Yomaris, Tindikita, Bendipa Yoris, Lucron system. Body natural system.
System is that the internet like
or internet nipa yorwe.
So the physical system dele cheya.
Oh.
Okay. So like if we think about the
actually good example, I think.
So he says like an example, like he thinks a really good example is like the internet. So the internet is really inconceivable when we think about like how pervasive it is, how kind of like efficient its kind of system is, in terms of like, how it functions. And actually the system, like this kind of subtle body system and the connection.
This internet, so internet like kind of unbelievable, right? So coming, going, seeing everything just kind of like within the 1 second, so like functioning, we can talk there and we can hearing there, and it's kind of like sort of like billions looks like, there's the wiring, sort of whatever these connections, webs, not really
Wave.
physically the or wires, but kind of wireless like webs, so we think this is really powerful, so amazing. But yeah, it is too, but I think it's the much more in the body system naturally, So like I saying that you within 1 second or you relax, how much you connected to your body. Body is that there is so like limitless, or energy webs, so like we cannot see physically.
Waves,
with the rock of this course, we can say, okay, your channel, this and that, there are numbers, your wing, this, we breathing. Yeah, it is the coarse part, but this subtle, there is not really the physically form, but the energy, so much more kind of than internet, so the body system, 1 second, so kind of good and bad, So you're good, I said, meditation,
like you relax, even though maybe 1 second or 2 seconds, whatever 10 seconds. So kind of body like in charge, rebuild. You
Recharges,
get
your body
strength,
recharges.
your power, So that's a good side. Also negative side too, so this negative side, the naturally functioning, how much the power, interconnected, wind, channel, so on. But if you really strong affect the emotion, you worry or angry or whatever, so that is the power too. So this kind of like really disturbing to the connections, So then you can destroy your energy, destroy your strength. So really interesting too, so body is so sometimes we see, so you're not good energy, maybe you're easy to sick. So because this is, so the virus, whatever you can go into your body, because your body is no strength, no power. But otherwise, real, really good, meditate, whatever they say, they have system, You not get sick because you build the energy, strength, so interconnected. So they prevent whatever the problems, issues. I said this, we real rich, It is rich, So this kind of rich, you can, our body system, you can billions, trillions, you cannot buy, Or I said, whatever expensive medicine, whatever nutritious, whatever, you cannot get, So we are on system. So on system is the kind of live long, live long means nature, the extremely powerful. So, but sometimes we not live long, so we sort of like, we want happy, we want relax, we enjoy this and that, but sort of like action is like a bit destroy, so just your system is kind of like a beating up, so by anger, by worry, attachment. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, really is we have to understanding what are you doing,
What we're doing.
Yeah. So also we thinking, I angry to that person, this person. Really, you cannot do anything that person, this person. But when you're angry, when really beating yourself. The beating also real beating, I said, If somebody punch you, but maybe little pain, but you go away. You really
it will go away.
Right. So no one's, your system cannot destroy.
If somebody punches you, they can't destroy your system, but you can destroy your system
Right.
with
So
your own anger.
your own afflict emotions, you destroy your system. That's big thing, So that is very important. Also, we are lucky. We have to practice, so you appreciate. And also, the very important part is the moment to moment, okay? You through the mindfulness. So through you try to careful to, I don't want to destroy your own body, own whatever wealth or strength, and so you're aware, So yeah, sometimes challenges, we live in here, so there's some issues based on afflict emotions, then this circumstance outside. So I think a really important part is you, through the mindfulness, you don't repeat, issues past. Just live long, And sometimes we said, everybody, why happy? Everybody, yes, way happy, healthy, But I see the actions kind of totally opposite, I said something beating to ourselves. So we don't do that. So, so then the really practice, I said, is your moment to moment. So your past, your more focus is your past. So everything is, the moment to moment, or one day, or 1 month, 1 week. There are good things, and maybe you have bad things, or you maybe not you're satisfied. That's just kind of like together, always together. But you have to, most important is your past, or you maybe just moment, I finish this, or something, positive things, you enjoy. I done, Or maybe you practice, so enjoy. So this kind of like, you try to connect it, this kind of piece. So like, you done. So like, for example, even the small things, okay? Maybe you want to restaurant, yeah, right? So probably good food, whatever you pay. And then, so you enjoy that food. So that's kind of maintaining you get home, So it's really important. Sometimes we do is kind of like, oh yeah, that's probably good, but sometimes they can't excuse, or too expensive, or yeah, sort of like not that good, or okay, you good, or expensive, or unexpensive, done, okay? So you build something nice. We Tibetan called, you make nice dharma. So you don't throw the water. So it means, nice dharma, right? So live long, you nice dharma, right? Dharma is we order, right? These decorations. So we call it Tongo Chulo. So sort of like you really nice dharma, that's it, you're done. But shouldn't throw the top of the water.
Shouldn't pour water on a nice dharma.
Right, so if pour water, then all calories mess up or just destroy. So same thing, you whatever positive things you've done, to live there, don't destroy, So sometimes, like even though whatever you're doing things, even the job, whatever, everything is depends individual mind, but also the relative level, relative truth. It's the good things, bad things all the time. Really is this all just kind of bad, totally, black or not. Or sometimes, this is just good, 100% good. There's no way here, So this kind of relative level and on, and be also based on the own mind. But you have to take the positive things, what is good. So also we Dharma practice, of course, sometimes we say Dharma practice means, meditation, chanting, Yeah, of course, those are Dharma practice, But this, one hand is this is really truly your Dharma practice? I'm not sure. It is part of your Dharma practice. Okay, we can say, okay, you sit 1 hour, or maybe 2 hours, you sit chanting or meditation. Looks like you fully, 2 hours practice. But I'm not sure. Maybe I don't think you not fully practice Dharma, or truly you not Dharma practice. So because you between your practice, so you say Om Mani Padme Hum, other thinkings, So then that's not really fully, not truly practice, No negatives, I need to do this, or I need to buy this, or I need to do some things, or I go this, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, So yeah, so this really harder, So and truly practice, even though you're not set, you're not chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, but aware, okay. So I said, so just mindfulness, whatever you have done, you'll be happy, and then you kind of keep going. So this we call karma imprint, So positive way, negative way. You positive way, so you, okay, look, I said small thing, okay, you want a restaurant, right? So you eat, your body's
Your belly is
fill.
full.
So that's purpose, you pay. So that's you satisfied. So there's something twist, little bit, oh, what this food is not good, or expensive, or this is not really cooked, or too much cooked, or too salty, or sometimes they say, I too full. You eat it, yeah, you full, enjoy, Why? If you really don't want to fall, then you not eat, So your fall, enjoy, okay, good. Your purpose, you eating, So this the food is real food. It really is your real food. So this Buddha said, we need to have to food. You have to eat. That's important. And you get, and you be happy, joy. So work, whatever you done. So this put there. So then next time easy to be happy. But you twist, so you like good food, but you're thinking, okay, I eat that, but that too fat or too this. Then your mind is just you negative there, And then, so negatives, then your continuation, the karma input. Maybe next, whatever you do things, there is problem too. You maybe work, something there going on. So much harder. So really Dharma practice is, I said, to many ways. Dharma practice. You sit, chanting, good, Dharma practice. But you daily, routine, whatever, ordinary job. Even I said, you eat. So it looks like you're going to a restaurant. It's not, one hand, it looks like not Dharma practice, but you can.
That can be Dharma practice.
Yeah, you can be practice Dharma, Or maybe you're sleeping, but depending on motivation, can be the Dharma practice, You can walk, can be Dharma practice. So many ways the Dharma practice, because of this Dharma practice, not really Dharma practice, Like one hand is automatically is we can say the Dorje Samba, right? This Dorje Samba,
Vajrasattva. Dorje Samba is Vajrasattva.
Vajrasattva. The really is that not really Vajrasattva. So we can start with this Buddha, maybe we can say Buddha, relative level, yes, Buddha, but this is really not Buddha. So I saying, I'm doing this practice, or I'm shy, that's part, but if you not change your mind, so then this kind of, I said, can be your practice Dharma, or maybe not 100% your Dharma practice. So through the mindfulness, I say you're doing all through the compassion, love, and mindfulness. So that is, I can say, possible, maybe your real practice. So also whatever do, the benefit, others.
When we're motivated to benefit others in whatever we do.
Right, and also this sometimes very confusing too, here I think most people, benefit others, something like how, sort of, But really is that you try to benefit
Sometimes
others.
it just becomes a slogan, kind of,
So,
in Buddhism.
so this, if you benefit others, that moment, you really practice that's Dharma. Because of your biggest obstacle is self-clinging, So like, you sort of like a punch your obstacle, So that's the real practice. So, Right, so this is saying that basically is the, we are lucky, actually. Also, we are, Dharma practitioners, we're rare. So also I believe, my experience, we not mistake path. Okay?
We're not on the mistaken path.
So, because reason is, we are, everybody want happy, temporary, or like short time or long run.
Both in the short run and the long run.
Right.
We want happiness.
So then, if you practice Dharma, we get happy and peace. Short run or
And long run.
Moment, and your long run, complete enlightenment. So also, I saying this, you really can change your life. First, you can change your mind, and you change the mind, then you can change your life. So the better way, I said, change means. So, okay, so I think that's it. So you have some questions? If not, so you said something, the transmission, you have text?
Drupala, there is one on Zoom. So the question is how to distinguish between being conscious and conceptual thinking. We are always confused by that conceptual thinking that says, remember to be present, or I am eating now, or it says I will be aware that I am eating. But the attention either goes to the taste, or to the temperature of the food, or even to the posture of the body. It is like the attention always seeks to identify a sensation to believe that it is conscious of the moment. Could you give more information about this? Thank you.
Okay, so I think he's saying is, or that she's saying, that like when is it really mindfulness and when is it just like a concept about being aware?
Well, I think part of what they're talking about is that there's always an awareness of a thought that tries to make you solid,
aware,
right? It's like, it's that kind of level of innate self-existence that, it's kind of like you walk along and you subconsciously touch the wall. Oh, I felt something. There must be me. There must be a wall. That kind of operation.
Right, yeah, so that's it. I'm about to tell you. That is just in the Daniel Lavia to the team. This the Kagatis you study some of the Inaya. Tanda the pair what is nga Karchigido, nga Kalasagidu, Kanido Seati, the Pemasia Boris, the mindfulness that the Matongato Karchu Hakuyo Maris. Some no Yapotana, Nato Karchu, Ranoso Karchu Hakuyo Maris.
Perhaps more real awareness versus conceptual awareness.
Yeah, that's how I understood it. And it seems Drupal as well. So he said, he said that first of all, like regardless as to whether it's like a concept or true awareness, it's really good. Because like if you're reminding yourself, at any moment in time, like what am I doing? I'm eating food. Am I aware that I'm eating food? Am I aware that I'm, engaged in whatever is in the present moment? That is positive, because most of the time we aren't aware and we're not even remembering to try to be aware. So it's positive either way.
So also we call it Dharmian practice, whatever we said, body, speech, mind, right? So without the mindfulness, Okay, maybe not that way. So actually, we should be, mind and physically go together. So that's how to balance. So also not that difficulties. But however, we kind of not match up. Mind is different, body is doing different. So that's why I think very important too.
Our mind and body are not in sync.
Right.
They're-
So like for example, I think these days so like for example, I have pen, so you put somewhere, so that moment you have mind is there,
If your mind is there, in that
put
moment
the
that you
pen
put the
is
pen
down.
down,
right? So you not forget. But you did is yes, you have something like a planning, whatever you have pen and you could put somewhere, But if the mind is, you physically put the pen down, then you forget.
if your mind is
Because
not
mind
there,
is not
when-
there. You did the pen put there somewhere, right? But maybe 1 minute later, oh, where's my pen? Oh, I saw I put somewhere. Well, yeah, where? Looks like somebody took already. So this is very important. So as much as possible, what are you doing? So sometimes we look at the, judging others. Oh, he's doing this, he's talking this, that, or we sort of like more aware what they're doing things. But we never were never aware, what are you talking, what are you thinking, what are you doing, what are you eating? So that's a big problem too. So if you first understand what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and then it should be maybe then you maybe second thinking what he is thinking, to better understand. But otherwise, we only thinking, you're not thinking ourselves inside. I don't know what I do myself. And then it's sort of judging outside is really like mistakes you don't understand. So this, I think, first question, okay, first sort of, Secondly, I said top of that.
on top of that,
So what I'm doing, appreciate, So many ways, okay, I dump whatever I drop down, good. Looking for whatever you done, positive things.
to look on the positive
Right? Then
side.
the positive
of it.
things, you keep going, try to keep going. And then next, whatever your action or doing or thinking. So try to continuation, but not back. So normally, I think
Not back.
not back past, right? What do you call it?
Oh, just so when whatever, I think what he's saying is whatever you've done that is good, keep trying to continue that positive in that positive direction. Whatever you don't feel good about, just in the future try to avoid, but you can't, like, there's no point in kind of like dwelling on it. I think
Right,
that's
so negative things you don't thinking. So this kind of reality we're thinking about, okay? I said like even though like your food or you maybe have big issues or like small things. I said that we go restaurant or very salty, right? So your food is done, you pay for gone. What are you thinking is still salty? They give me salt, that's not good food. What is benefit? They really fix? No.
it doesn't fix anything.
Right. Or also your past, you have something the issues. Yeah, everybody have problems, everybody issues, everybody mistakes. You thinking mistakes? Oh, he mistakes, I mistakes, yeah, whatever. You can fix, yes, you can think about. You cannot fix. So that's why live long, okay? Past your past. So keep going forward, or don't want backward. backward.
Don't go backwards.
Yeah. So you backward, so we can we didn't get the destination, so just forward. So that's the motivations.
Thank you.
So now Dhruvan Rinpoche will give a transmission. There was a request for him to give a reading transmission on the completion stage practices of co-emergent Havadra.
Short text by Rigson Choki Drakpa on Chakra Zambara, mindfulness practice, completion stage. The Nini Yormar Yang the
Okay.
The Dun Yoda short one Dun.
Okay, that's okay.
So you can just meditate as he gives the transmission.
Yama jingolo dombe zobe ramba tibjen tiwi xiaji ngomba nyama sa lama ne ngonzo kong dara le nguye lam ma ngu xie lam tiwi rin nga thakpa le ramba thangpo dang jiba dang chebara je ngonzo yo zomba nguye ne xeba chala nga pa ngonzo je tsui de tong de thangpo ye thakpa jiba de rang chinje la be ramba somje ke song tikpa jenpo le nam na chu de dang den ba rang ken sam lang jo wan de ni je cho ro ken nyam do ta da ra tin zi dang je ba ga ne nam ba ra ji ma do wa nga de jin ne ni to sam tang je ba ke de je de de we je ke sam nam ba ra ma nu na yang ko lo je dong ba yap jang de zi we to ka ra a le yan da wa a sam ma che sha zong ma me he bi ti le yung de zong Marvin Dang Chen Rang Ye Ye Dong Ba Se Nam Ba Se Wa Ngo Song De Jiu Ba Sem La Di Jian Me Zhou Wa Te Le Jie Sem Xin Jiang Wang Xie So Yu Lang Po Na Jie Me Wang Lang Po Na Xin De Ji Te Le Gar Po Dang Te Xin De Na Wa Zhang Po Na Te Le Na Po Dang Na Zhen Po Na Ser Po Dang Jie Ro Po Na Mo Po Dang Lue Re Jiang Po Na Der Jie Jie Jiang Jie Ro Gang Gong Be Sem Song Ta Ra Zo Ro Jie Gang Ba Wa Te Ne Wang Xie Yin Me De Zhu Zhe De Gong Mo Song Wang Ji Me Ba Xie Jia De Long Sen Wen Ni Len Jie Deng Qian Wang De Rang Ge Lu Ji Long Yin Da Song Yu Ye Dang Ye Gan Lam De Ne Ba Lu Jie Yin Yong Te Nyam Se Long Pa Ra Song Ding Wang Pa Ra Song Mi De Zhen Du Jie Wa De Tam Jie Jie Du Jie Song Jie Mo Ba Dang Lu Nam Ma Lu Ni Jie Nga Ma Da We Dang La Ni Jie Bu Mo Jie Ding De Song Chi La Nao Gang Ne Long Jiu Wa Tian Jiu Ne Yung Ong Ma Jiu Wa Rang Ma Jie Sen Song Long De Jie Kang Do Mu Na Jia La Sem Song Long Ti Sem Nang De Xiu Wei Zi Lu Tam Jie Jia Bar Gong Ti Xin De Long Jiu Wei Jiao Jie Ge Na Wu Ne Jia Ta Ra Ning Ka Ra Jia Ra Yang Ding Wo Ji Jie Ge Long Mian Nga Da Hong Ba Ka Jiao Ro Tang Long Wo Long Jie Jiao Long Yung Ni Te Ta Ra Jia Ra Ne Gong Ma Yang Ta Ra Kong Ge Jie Te Le Long Da Ba Jie De Jia Ne Gong Ti Ni De Ni Ba Long Da Ba Ra Jie Ba Na Zo Jie Ren Ba Song Tang Jie Ba Song Mi Ba Ni Song Tang Jie Ba Ne Lu Ni Kong Da Ra Long Ren Bu Ba Dang Ding Long Wo Long Ka Jie Ra Wo Jia Long Ni Jie Kong Jie Rang Ye Jie Long Ge Se Wa Jie Jie Ra Na Zo Jie Do Jie Xia Ra Dang Lu Ser No Ma Ra Chang Jiang Ti Ge Wu Se A Le De Be Nang De Hong La De Jie Mo Wo Zeng A Wei Hong Gen Zhen Ba Le Sem Di Hong Ta Ra Hong Ge Ti Le Jie Sem Ni Se Xia Ne Ti Le Jie Long Lo Jie Nang Du De Se Wa Jie Wo Ge De De Jie Tong Ma Ra Jie Song Wa De Sem Jie Wa Gong De Jie De Na Song Ne Na So De Jie Nga Ma De Wei Gong Bia Jie Long Sem Jie Zhou Wei Sem Di Ne Lui Sem Jie Po Na Kang De Ji Jian Po Wei Mei So Ang Bo So So Ji Na So Do Jie Dang De Wa Ran Bi Wei Ken Yin Da Gan Ma Da Ran Cha Ra Yang Long Ne Jie Kong Da Ra Na Wu Yi Ne Jie Long So Zi Pu Ji Ti De Ni Mei Jing Go La Sem Die Yang Yong Ba Ni Mei Jing Go Den De Wei Jing Go Ro De Ju Wei Sem Die Yang Ni Ka Jie Hu Bien De Wei Ji Wu Se Ti Le Ngong Bo Dang Gar Bo Dang Ser Bo Dang Nam Ma Ra Chang Jiang Ti Le Jie Chu Ma Dang Ti Le Nam Jie Mo Ba Sem Die Ta Da Tham Jie Ge Sem Ta Da Tham Jie Ce Long Ke Nang De Jie Me Ngo Wa Chen Ren Zin Ba Jie To De Ju Me Do Wa Zhe Nang De Ngo Me Ba De Ni Ge Ren Ba Da Ra Gong Ma Ti Ni Ji Jie Me Ba La So Be Ang Bo Jie Go Tam Ji La Yang Sem Yang Se Tene ngami je wong dong shen la ye ke me so ju ne sung ba ta ba wo sung ba nu ji yan gen ba ren ba xie jia wang gu jie jia ye jin bo gong ba la tam ze le chu chang ba xie wo te le tang bo jie tang bo tam ze ge jia jia ne lu nam na ju du dang zang an ko lo dong ba mu ba ze ba bang de yum de jie mo mo ze ye yang ye ji ye yang yang man ka sang jie zhu de ji ye qian la da ji ye rang ke de wo ran om ban za ra Sanjaka Hong Be, Warren Budanda, Gen Warana Zung Be, Din, Bara Wong Hiri, Mother Hirga, Hirga, Hong Be, and Gen Zala Sawan, so hard, Deva, Hong Hong Be, Yamjaki Deva, Hong Shan, Banzara, Ningal, Sheha, Din, Bara Wong, Brazana, Deva, Masalam, but the Tatarji, Stephen, do some danger, Jack and Yamajaka, watch on some Jago, Najo, and Deva, Waka, and Yagan, Java was on his and Java was Yavindu. Zulma Sawada, the was on Jason Long, the Baragawa, Yagan, Jim Baragawa, Georgia, and Million of Virgin, Pavilion, Alani, Jagaton, General, 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 Javashi, Long, Jan, Tema, the Jan, the Sonjo, Tem. Hong Kong village Georgia, Bema Jansola, the one on the Tang, the Chibo, one Jimmy, someone China Luila, the Bunny to Java, Jija, Bongolo, the Moyim, Jiji, Casan, Jija, Jalabian, on the social young or that on the Javan, the case of the Jagan, Changaga, Jiji, Horanyana, Rabating and Dame Long, Tom, Tungo, Jagan, Bunzi, and Doji, the Yama Dawa Yi Ye, Rek Dang, Ye, Kang, Yimon, Java, Java, Simada, Ripa, Hong, Marja, the Jalan, Jagalon, Jagalon. Even though Javaji, Nivano Jimmy, the Java Donna, you know, the Donny Java, Java, Jimmy, the Jim, the Java, Java, Sim, the Donny, the Donny, Java, number Jimmy, the biggest one, Java, the Nimada was the Java, the medieval. Ora je gong ba gun cho nam gun cho den je dong ba ni lan char wa de gong ba ra je wo xie ba yang sin de ra ren ba ji je ge tong nam la ma den de ba lam je ge cha la dang lu nam na ju de da la la ba yin yong je no ra ne bong ba da ra je jang de lu je ge de wo so ru je chung chung je ga la mo re ji je de le mo ba ne de ga ba na ye sar ba da je de mo ba da yong de jang ge na jang ge nam be long ro je se ne song mo ji je hong ba ka je de ji la de de so so je de be rang ma ji je kan da je de sim ze je de de da dam je ga me me che ba ra be wo de ba na wo yin de je tong chu nam ji je de be chu de yin ga tam ji je ge song je dang song je tam ji je kan wo yin yong ne xiao yu ji ge de wo je wo ne ba ba ge de ga dang de ba da je wo dang chang ji je song ba nam ji je dang ne wo yong ba dang ye ne wo ye ba dang de li lang de je de me la je de mi de ru ji je se dong song yo je nyam ci mi ba ra je la liang de wi ji je ge me char wa ha ba je wang ko da je ba ne chang so ba da mi li wa je wo ji je kang de ne fa ji mi ba da se di song to ro hom jian song ne de la je kong de wi wo kang de jiang chang sem je dian ba ti da ge yuan tian ju ni qin yi je song ba na wen ju ne de gong ba ke che wo Aba Zamje Majabga Rambala Motu Danyam No Javada Toru Jigga Yuna Kang Sharwatini Jigga Jumi Sem Meke Minjan Jagaro Nabaji Yang Jigga Yang Samso Togi Jigga Sumada Churu Jigga Semja Tuma Javada Tiyin Masawara Yi Jigga Miba Jimmy Badara Nusanum 云我嘛，那在生活都觉着的，那早间那我今年当刚给姐姐的，我就没当他没的，我就我当给你姐工地姐中国手机的，姐姐讲什么他没的，我就不能叫嘛女那样，等我操作姐姐讲那我他们就老的是我就我当的都跟红那的就或者的那当样姐这他就那没吧。那是就说嘛，就把如果人家姐姐什么姐嘛娘吧，姐夫讲不就听他们那么说，我话今天为先对他们姐的没没结讲把老话了，今天叫个。 这把刀真开真的，我是就个啥，他妈讲不了话多，把我那就是嘛是的，我们电话今天先是龙坑一帮，俺那就上班家外面随便当把头，人家差半的，中米现在对吧？搞把我搞我，从家提回来给电话这么年早上没考着些哇，顺的我这完全做了就说那么个。 别人大包都连讲个这拉的从上去的，见个问题别过不着急，见出面人家别了急，记得把钱包硬的急，用些钱过用。用西金可乐的么啦，别人个我是别人个别要用，同你们那么拉的当真的叫个那么接里呀，老板的听的那上个人过过来记得搞的那么接遇见那了每个人讲着差距，节奏中等在上场多的同阶段的那进球加着不的拉的这个的娘面中国就都就当把我的边的当给娘个上呢对他的怎么些那样我那么大个也拉呢做花大的拉起来给站起来先马上从那边对那的到了就宁波两百来街，我什街六百几呢？那个娃呢？送东的大60年街头的话，你们中给从那么大月天空米的多那么街，叫光桥送了年年学的，就跟那里街浪多让他跑有边边的嘛的，都进去别动我眼里有街身。呀，运动就是你这个当么那么高的，怎么当别了没不送错别送当将就你是看那样老特别的我们这边红豆那个从别从了现老的东把新的三强线高了前的。除了把什节十节前别做了炒股，别做炒股加学呢，他特别让我们了就到春节将也排练当就是年纪中可能将走动推娘到俺这马上那和童年的年日月那大进度了那两个或者先偏的他给年纪。别同年，他的经上节点，他的新州做吧，做吧了，什么就话别节节点没法就了，陈松的给全国王的马小娃公的些俺了。些把它就渐那真他那老车哇下边不哇将东多少人不在哇那的美丽手长也手把它就有看下了浪走也把那没讲把咱们些去那龙通的啦或者多的去个年叫啥的了级别也没有些了些走的样就跟公布的了把往他的哇他的他直接到我的来接龙的木头到我家那些红梅做我的脸。那没耶稣见对个那都是经过了前辈就民间往夜来过了那路马就都是经过了前年花钱个为前面那接头来看就是同街老别长动作应当那张刚把我拉错大应应的话全部都自己对他们的那些根据内容用看下了他边过路叫让谁通电叫应用他路动了公边那个路子切就什么的都得当就年看过路都不他撇了万年到看就是那同学们接的来红给就什么把工头就接东看到了他边我先家用嘛那个老毛真这早东他同年跟他来一对的来后往把到今天就对面那个些去把我龙山中间弄他们的木那把郎我先就跟我你。你一面呢，叫人家呢，你就那个啦，让我些国家了解没了的蓝身边，看看过了些呢，看上街就话这样多人他妈啊的。接龙中呢，当我都接送让姐姐上岸的吧，也个别嘛的人都把这些别嘛的，谁都接在你我们的嘴边，让什么当龙都在螳螂通通的，有米连接个我。
Nihangbo go tang kolo tang chi chavi dori je song tang sem den ba men je song nang yi chi chi yung ang ta da ngu song tong kong xie chou gen cher go tang la la chang yi nam jo lang tong song da wa zai dong gun la zhen qi mi ga wa zhen jo ji ni mi yu ni bang do ji tong nian da ga la som te le jin dian te la long se wen chu bi tu men ga wu lo te ba zhe mi yi ding yan zi jian zi bi gong qiu ji tu ti bi na mi tang yin chen de so so ba wa la li jin du de jian qian ba ra bi qian ba ra bi ngang zhi mi de jian jia jia jie te chen ba yin zhang len jie dang yu gun jiu qiu nian zi ba lo ru ru bi len jie ngang de nie 我送多的中国老郎当干嘛啦？中中我等在路头来那俺做拉三的些人眼我你龙马三黄八斗一年的人情为长八戒啊见不然早起有的老娘们的同主别接我老给家去用家去。 卡恰不接的见见老外公什么人也一些，老拉苏那娘公婆的都接着，春秋了汤都去接着把我的把工作接把老外年我来，我是接当家嘛啊接对娘接跟老家也到别人去家家全部也能东个人们家的这头那面就住这边呢。 电电把左边可罗线电卡拉正左电把线路路就毛我线昂的电的东连接我线一线当东东这啥往接把别多接到为送酒当生活线前不送酒也没把温州一定在当叫什么家别人把当饮水发上谁无限的记录了这么个吧。 让当我龙开年将年进度周围带有结余没人你的传统年头个我没别同的这脑袋前若是就现的就上街台了的单节，见我将春他的给后上他就东马那话现在了都什么共什节同的了。 东德拉尼顿州叫了这，从现在的马中几位同工把我帮忙是吧？人家我眼可了，可了就真的，年卡就欣赏这把那小店这帮人把天年当了拉美路边的今年对那面家了边当啊，这就最近人把你叫了边你学在一把当呢。 他年节把我帮忙当马回去，马回去这些大家了。 对到的一年没中间这几把的电把自己推出来，他把钱包东啊这用啊，钱就限定民家吧，东看。所以公主公交论件这边成了那边儿完呢，咱们这两个啊用是做行，切把它从家体育了给。 连着人的做人节，每考儿恰场啊，出去考了啊，吃的啊，年夜孙的过些，干嘛这把的。 这公把下这个弄的嘛，给地家哇，这样的去帮。
Is there a title?
Sangha yamba chichina chirang yopa kongso guna tini pecha yang chi shu chogere labgo samsung yini ang kongi sangha yamba gi jumsen na tini mala la sang
Mala.
Pecha mala ne samare so di hang sang ne do. Okay, so we have some questions. So. I think the what's that, Eric? You can say what the transmissions. Jaka somewhere. The
transmissions are two texts by Rixon Shoki Drakpa on Gantapa's 5 stages of completion. So
Jaka somewhere, right?
yeah, it's a Chakra Samvara completion stage text, and one of the texts goes along with
Vajra.
Hevajra. And so it's part of this set. So Drupal kindly granted the reading transmission for that. And yeah.
They're higher level practices that have
Okay.
certain requirements. So in the future, maybe, yeah, if you do all the preliminaries, you can practice it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So if no questions, then we have 10 minutes meditation.
So we'll read the dedication prayer on page 24 of the prayer book. The bottom of the page. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Dragungpa, Ratna Shri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.